Coming up on Torrance today, the city receives a $30,000 check to help renovate its roller rink at Wilson Park. Get used to seeing more flashing lights and hearing loud sounds at Torrance Beach over the next month. We'll explain. And get a tour of the temporary housing units at Civic Center Drive. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's 4 p.m. on Monday, June 27th. I hope you had a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. Wilson Park's popular roller rink will get a major makeover soon thanks to a big investment from our community partners.
This is our community, this is our backyard. This means so much to the LA Galaxy and the AEG and Danielle Sports Park to be a part of the community. These are our neighbors, these are our fans, and we want to continue to serve the City of Torrance and promote the vision of soccer and the sport of soccer in the community.
This benefits the city tremendously. It's just a continuum of our partnership with the LA Galaxy, from the LA Galaxy Sports Complex and now here.
We're going to resurface the playing court here. And we're putting up great identifiers, banners for the LA Galaxy, TODAY, and of course the City of Torrance.
LA Galaxy and Univision sports brand called TODAY are partnering to refurbish the rink to accommodate futsal soccer to the existing multi-sports programming the city offers there. The highly utilized sports facility also supports adult and youth basketball, pickleball, roller hockey, and more. Those who attended Saturday's special event got to meet Cosmo, LA Galaxy's mascot, take home some swag, and kids even got to enjoy a soccer clinic just for them. The city is grateful for the partnership, and we are looking forward to seeing how this space evolves. Torrance Beach will conduct a routine test every Thursday morning, where visitors may see or hear announcements like this.
This is a test. Esto es una prueba.
The LA County Department of Beaches and Harbors will test its Beach Emergency Evacuation Light System, also known as BEELS, around 9 a.m. on Thursdays for the next 3 to 5 weeks. They are just making sure the equipment is functioning properly, as the summer heat will likely bring out a lot more beachgoers. In the event of a real beach evacuation, BEELS will flash white LED lights from lifeguard towers and broadcast a siren and an audible evacuation alert in both English and Spanish. The lights flash slowly for a water evacuation and quickly for a full beach evacuation. The system was created by Randy Dean, who has a daughter with a hearing disability. He says his main goal is to show the deaf and hard of hearing community that he cares a lot about them and wants to do everything he can to make their lives better. For more information on BEELS, visit beaches.lacounty.gov/BEELS and watch our special story featuring Randy and his daughter on weekends in Torrance on air and online. More than 1.6 million ballots have been counted in LA County as of Friday, and one race in Torrance remains as tight as it can be. Council District 5 has been the closest race so far. Councilmember Aurelio Matucci is now leading with just 17 votes. On election night, his opponent, Gene Adelsman, was on top. Then it's been a nail-biting race to see what happens after each canvass update. Matucci currently has 3,647 ballots cast in his favor. That's just over 50% of the votes. Adelsman is at 3,630 votes at 49.88%. Now, the next update should come tomorrow as more votes are counted between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. We'll be sure to update you if any of our local results change. This particular race continues to remind us that every vote counts. You can see all the election results yourself. Just go to results.lavote.gov. A special community event took place over the weekend, a garden party at a nonprofit that supports adults with disabilities. My husband and I stopped by ICAN, which stands for California Abilities Network, on Saturday. The organization provides recreational employment, empowerment, and socialization services for adults with physical and developmental disabilities. This garden party celebrated the success of its programs over the past 45 plus years. We got a tour of the facility, learned about the various services they provide, saw some of the faces of those who have received help from ICAN, and helped in the nonprofit's efforts to buy 2 new vans for their partial work program. The event also featured a silent auction and raffle prizes. My husband and I really enjoyed getting to meet some of the ICAN clients while enjoying appetizers and refreshments. It's great to see nonprofits like ICAN continuing to serve our community, especially during the pandemic. For more information, go to ican.org. In June 2021, the Torrance City Council approved a temporary housing program for people experiencing homelessness in Torrance for a pilot period of 12 months. The program is called 3290 Temporary Housing Village at Civic Center Drive, and the village is set to open next month. The program provides people experiencing homelessness with housing stability in the form of a tiny home, a 64 square foot living unit. The village will have 40 individual living units, as well as shared restrooms and showers. People at the village will be provided with 3 meals a day. The goal of the program is to provide people with a secure space for a temporary period of time while they move towards permanent housing. Permanent housing can include options such as being reunified with family members or attaining subsidized housing. To support people moving towards permanent housing options, Harbor Interfaith Services, a longtime provider of services for people experiencing homelessness, will be the operator of the site. A professionally trained staff will develop a housing plan for each person at the village and provide the support necessary for each person to successfully move towards permanent housing. Support services may include anything from helping someone attain proper identification, such as a birth certificate or a California identification, to medical services and life skills training. Torrance's outreach team has been working actively to identify people experiencing homelessness right here in Torrance to be part of the program. The community is invited to learn more about the village. 3 community engagement sessions are planned for tomorrow, June 28th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., Wednesday, June 29th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m., and Thursday, June 30th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. During the sessions, the community can see the village site before it officially opens, and Harbor Interfaith Services and city staff will be available to answer questions about the program. The community engagement events will take place at 3290 Civic Center Drive, and parking will be readily available in the Cultural Arts Center parking lot. For questions, you can contact the city manager's office at 310-618-5880. A ribbon cutting will also take place on Wednesday at noon, just before that day's open house. El Camino College has a unique opportunity for 3rd to 12th graders to learn while having fun. Registration is now open for its Kids College program, which runs from July 11th through August 5th. It includes 1-week sessions with a choice of in-person or live online classes. ECC's Community Education Department is organizing these not-for-credit classes and workshops. They're designed to inspire a sense of wonder and imagination for learning. A sample list of available classes include Lego Robotics, Make Your First Video Game, Stop Motion Animation, and Kids College Chefs Healthy Cooking Fun. The first session's registration deadline is this Thursday, June 30th. For more information, go to ecommunityed.com. Well, 4th of July is just 1 week away, and the city is getting ready to present its fireworks show once again. You can watch the show live on Torrance City Cable, live stream it at torranceca.gov, or see it in person at the Torrance Civic Center. The show begins at 9 p.m. and spectators can come out to one of 2 locations: the west parking lot of the LA County Courthouse at 825 Maple Avenue and the LA Galaxy Sports Complex at 555 Maple Avenue. Both locations are first come, first serve, and spectators can get to the LA Galaxy Sports Complex as early as 7:30 p.m. to find a good spot. Tickets will not be issued for this year's fireworks show. For more information, go to torranceca.gov/4th of July. Young kids and teens enjoyed an interactive day with firefighters and police officers over the weekend.
So we talked about ways to prevent fire, what you should do if there is a fire in your house, ways to develop escape plans with your parents, things like smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors, how to test them, when to test them, and burn injuries and how to treat burn injuries.
Besides learning about fire safety, the young students also got to make fingerprint cards and personalized IDs. They also stayed after the lecture to ask questions and take pictures with their local heroes. The Utopian Society Project hosted this and other safety classes for kids over the recent months. The nonprofit recently became an official community education partner with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. We are grateful to the organization for all it does to help keep Torrance kids safe. Well, there's another opportunity for parents to learn about child safety. Tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 1:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the LA Regional Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force will hold a virtual event providing information and resources about technology safety. There will be 3 sessions featuring tech safety experts from around the world. They will offer helpful tips to help parents, educators, and others to inform and protect their children. Those interested can register now at icactaskforce.org and click on Internet Safety. The number of people hospitalized with COVID-19 in LA County went up in recent days. The latest state data shows the numbers rose by 21 individuals as of Saturday to a total of 762. 76 of them were in the intensive care unit. That's 9 more than on Friday. Medical professionals believe some of the COVID-positive patients likely entered the hospital for reasons other than COVID-19. LA County remains at medium community level on the COVID-19 community level framework provided by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. At last check, Torrance had a total of 26,372 cases of COVID-19 and 307 deaths since the pandemic began. Public health officials thank those who have been taking infection control measures, such as continuing to wear masks even without a mandate. They also remind parents that vaccines are now available for kids and babies as young as 6 months old. To learn more and to schedule an appointment, go to myturn.ca.gov. Well, still ahead, meet a 100-year-old Torrance resident who gave out $100 bills for her special birthday. We'll explain why when we come back in 60 seconds.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/therightseat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Motivational Monday, I want to introduce you to a special woman I met last week named Regina Terrazas. She is a World War II veteran who turned 100 years old this year. And to celebrate, she gave out a $100 bill to 100 people she knows with a simple letter, asking them to do something kind with it.
I just asked them to respond to me when who they decided to give the money to. Oh, there was one from Northrop, and she had a baby that died, and so they couldn't pay the hospital bill. So she says 20 years later, she says, I got this $100 bill, I'm going to give it to the hospital. And then others gave to people that had lost their child or had a terrible accident. Oh, there were so many stories, and then some of them woof woof places, you know, dog shelters.
If you do the math, that's $10,000 of paying it forward. Regina took out that money from her savings account in an effort to motivate others to do good. Learn more about Regina's inspiring story in future episodes of Weekends in Torrance. I can't wait to help put together a longer piece about her life and her desire to have a positive impact in the community for her 100th birthday. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.